yo, peace and love to all the eyes and to all the ears that are watching and that are listening to this channel. I'm back again with another video. I got another message. This is You Got Mel by Rha'mel McQueen. So check it. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe only if you like videos that are going to feed your inner man, not entertain your thoughts, entertain your mind. Subscribe to this channel only if you like videos that are going to feed your inner man. No phony baloney, no jive biscuits, just regular, just straight up content. And that's official. Please hit the thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe after watching this video. But this video is dedicated particularly to the men. Men. Brothers of all ages, all ethnicities, all culture, all nations, all races. Be careful on the women that you entertain. Be careful on the women that you entertain. Be careful on the women that you entertain. Not only entertain, but the women that you are chasing. Because these women out here will put you in a position that you might never ever get out of, or put you in a position, put you in a predicament, which is going to make it hella complicated for you to ever get out of. These women out here will hem you up in a predicament where it's going to be very regretful for the remainder of your life. Probably as well too, not in a good way. But I just want to elaborate on some things, yo. See, we're living in a world that is overly sexualized, and when it comes to morals, the morals are decaying even more, even waxing worse each day. You see women, most of these women that you see, and I'm not saying all women, but a certain majority of women, maybe 65% of them, are all predicated to their body, to what they look like. And men, knowing that we have eyes to see, we react from what we see. But everything that glitter is not gold. And these women you see, yo, in the streets, looking raunchy, having the shower caps over their head, having shorts with the bottom of the shorts with all their cheeks just hanging out, and they be in your local grocery store. They know what they be doing. With all the cleavage showing, they know what they be doing. When you go to the gym, and they be having them tight old leggings, them tight old biker shorts or spandex. Stay focused, because the whole trick is to get you sidetracked and to derail your ambition, from where you are going, and to detour you in the wrong direction. I know. It might look good, but everything that glitter ain't gold. Most of these women, I'm not saying all, once again, but a great majority of these women are bitter fruit, are bitter, sweet, bitter fruit. Have you ever seen an apple, and the apple looks all nice on the outside, it's all green, or the apple is all red on the outside, or any particular fruit, like a strawberry, and then when you bite into this fruit, that you see that the fruit looks spoiled, the fruit don't look good from the inside, even though the outside looks good. That's a majority of what you see today. The fruit looks good on the outside, but in the inside, it's spoiled. It's rotten. It's bitter, sweet, bitter fruit. It's bitter, sweet, bitter fruit. Most of these women, not saying all of them, I'm gonna say the majority. They coping with things inside of their heart. They coping with these emotions, right? Maybe they had a man who did them wrong. Maybe their dad did them wrong, or their mom did them wrong, or something like that, and they bitter inside. Maybe they had a divorce that failed, or a relationship that went the wrong way, and they bitter inside. And they could be having this vengeful soul to destroy the next man that comes their way. And most of them, they know what they're doing intentionally and don't even care. Be careful for these strange women. Look at this verse right here.
My son, give me thy heart, and let thy eyes observe my ways. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increases the transgressions of the transgressors among men. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 25 to 28.
You see what I'm saying? Strange women. These women are strange only because they don't have a spirit that is righteous inside of them. They don't have a familiar spirit that the Most High recognize. Even though he know what the spirit is not acquainted with his spirit. So they're strange. They're strange women. Hey, yo, I'm telling you, yo, from New York, from to Miami, to Idaho, to Delaware, they're everywhere. Strange women. And you got to be careful when you are interacting with them. You got to be more careful when you approach them, because their ways leads to death. Their ways lead to the grave. Check this verse out.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 6. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones. I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot, and subtle of heart. Now look up that word harlot, and you look up that word subtle. Look up these two words. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lies in wait at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day I have paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. Verse 20. He has taken a bag of money with him, and will come home at the day appointed. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield with the flattering of her lips. She forced him. I just want to pause for 1 minute. You see in verse 20, he has taken a bag of money with him. Who's he? So that means she has a husband at home. She has a man at home, but he's not there right now. He probably went to take care of some business. He went on a business trip. Verse 20, and will come home at the day appointed. So he'll come home sometime soon, sometime later. Verse 21, with her much fair speech, she caused him to yield, which means she was very, very slick with her tongue. She caused him to yield. She caused him to stop. She caused him to pause a minute, I should say, and just think about what she is saying. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. So she forced him with her lips. With her tongue, she forced him and persuaded him. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for her life. My bad. Verse 23, let's read this again. Till a dart strike through his liver, as the bird hasteth to the snare. You know when a bird gets trapped unknowingly, and knoweth not that it is for his life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thy heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths, for she has cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. Wow, you heard that? Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. You heard that? For she has cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her. So she took down strong men because they listened to her, and her tongue was flattering enough that they were persuaded. Her house is the way to hell, and going down to the chambers of death. Mm-mm.
You have to be very, very careful, yo. Very careful. Solomon in the Bible, he was one of the most wealthiest man in the whole wide world. Bill Gates had nothing on him. He was the most not only richest man, but he also was filled with a whole bunch of wisdom, a whole bunch of knowledge, and he asked the Most High to bless him with the wisdom and with the knowledge. And you see that when you go to the scripture, 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 1. And what he did was he got involved with strange women. He messed with women who the Most High told him to not come into, neither let them come on to you. Don't come into them, and don't let them come on to you. Men, when you are involved with a woman, you come into her, and then when the position change, she's come on to you. You get me? I'm talking about sexually. So the Most High says, don't come into her, neither let her come on to you, because what they was going to do, these women, they was going to take King Solomon, a man full of whole bunch of wisdom. They was going to take him away from God, from the Most High Yah, and they was going to have him, these strange women, these strange women was going to have King Solomon to worship and to praise other gods except for the Most High Yah. And that's what happened to him, and that was his downfall. David, the same thing. David, he was weak. When he seen this woman in the window, he went on to her because his eyes craved. His eyes had a lustful desire for women, for this woman. And David and King Solomon, they're no different from us too, because they was men, and the Most High used these men as an example to show that when you mess with the wrong women, because not all women are the most beautifulest creatures in the whole wide world. And I mean that with all my heart. But not all women is good, and it's hard to find the needle in the haystack, but they have tremendously beautiful, righteous women in the world. And the Most High says you're supposed to judge them by their fruit. You judge them by their fruit. You judge them by their character. You don't just look on an outward appearance and crave to that lustful desire, because that lustful desire can get you killed. That lustful desire can put you in a position that you might never ever get out of. Scripture says to touch not, taste not, handle not. You know, so you might see something and you might want it, but that don't mean it's good for you. And you have to be very careful for the woman that you associate yourself with, fellas. You have to be careful. You can't just go on what you see by your eyes. It has to be bigger than that. And if you a man of character, if you a righteous man that's trying to separate yourself from the world, you don't just react from your eyes and from that lustful desire, because when you look with your eyes, then your heart is going to want what your eyes see. And not everything that you see with your eyes is good for you. All right? So you better be very, very careful, men, brothers of all ages, all ethnicities, from every different background. You have to be very careful with the woman you get involved with. And if you see a woman that you're attracted to, go and approach her, right? And see what she has inside more than what she has outside. Because it's the inside, it's the beauty, it starts from the inside. The outside beauty is a deception, but the beauty inside is the righteous correction. The beauty on the outside is a misdirection, but the beauty on the inside is a righteous profession. If that make any sense. Be careful for who you entertain. Be careful for who you chase, fellas. Be careful for the woman you be chasing. And on top of that, men, if you on your grind, you're not supposed to be chasing women at all, period. Your job is not to chase women. That's not what you put here for. You're not put here to chase women. So my thing is for you to practice what you see, and don't let your lustful desire in your heart captivate you for what your eyes see. Because scripture says the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So if you see something and you like what you see, ask yourself, am I lusting after this or not? And fellas, you're not supposed to be chasing women, period. Stop chasing women. Be careful for who you entertain. Anyway, my name is Rha'mel McQueen. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, may the Lord richly bless you, my beloved. Peace.